Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Julie of Julie's Plans. In today's video, we are going to be going over some new markers that are out there on the market, or at least some that are new to me. Obviously, the Mildliners are not new, but I wanted to use them to compare to the new Sharpie SNote. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer. And I'm also going to compare these, oh my gosh, what are these called from Erin Condren? They're their dual tip highlighter. These are fairly new, with the exception of 2 of them that came in the seasonal surprise box. But I went ahead and purchased these that were recently added to their website during their back to school release, because I did want to compare them to some of the other highlighters that are available on the market. So, little bit of a backstory with the Sharpie SNote. I actually purchased a 12-pack at Target, and it was like everything that could go wrong with them did. The colors seemed not so great. I had a few of them that were missing the entire marker on the inside, so there was nothing to compare. And I couldn't, they were completely unusable. So I said, okay, I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's go ahead and order the 24-pack from Amazon and see what happens. So when I was ordering these, I also ordered a fresh pack of Mildliners, because to be quite honest, I order a new pack every year because I do go through them quite frequently. They're my most used highlighter. I love them. I love that they have colors that match the colors in the Moxie Life Planner for goal setting. So that is also a plus. So let's go ahead and get started. What I wanted to do was share how the colors will look on paper and then see if there are any similarities. There are obviously some that are similar within these packs, but you know, there's obviously price difference, how many you get, and so on and so forth. I believe the pack of the ones from Erin Condren only come in a 5-pack now. These 2 I don't think are actually like available. I'm not entirely sure. So we will go over all of that. And then I also grabbed a couple of pens to highlight over to see how these markers do with that as well, because that's kind of important. All right, so let's get started with the Sharpie SNote. And I would like to just point out to any marker company that might be watching this video, you guys need to put the colors of these markers on the pens or the markers, but in a way that we can read them, because I'll show you what it looks like on the Mildliners. So like I said, I grabbed the 24-pack. Now these say that they are versatile, no bleed. I don't know how I feel about that. And it says it has a versatile tip, which to me it's just a normal chisel tip marker, but it's just kind of showing you different ways that you can use it. So I don't know if that's just over the top marketing on their part. To me it was just like a regular marker with a chisel tip, as opposed to their regular tip Sharpie permanent markers. So I'm gonna go ahead and start swatching all of these. Let's see if we can get them out of the package without making a huge mess. That would be great. Oh, awesome. So this was the one in my 12-pack of Sharpie SNotes that was completely missing. There was no tip in there at all. So let's see. Oh, that's very, very vibrant. Okay, that's a lot of color. Okay, so these are all the colors of the Sharpie SNote. First off, I do think that the color payoff here looks a lot better on the paper that I was possibly trying. My only issue again is that I don't know the names of the colors. There are some really beautiful colors in here. I like almost this like raspberry color. This, oh my gosh, where did it go? This almost mustard color right here is really beautiful. I love this purple. That is gorgeous. I like this. I like this a lot better than when I tried them out, than when I originally tried them out in the beginning with the pack from Target. So I don't know if I got a really bad pack. Now this pack that I got is from Amazon, and I paid $16.99 for 24 markers. So really not that bad of a price for this many markers. Again, it does say that they're bleed through. I am trying them out on this Erin Condren notebook paper, which I believe their notebook paper is the same as their planner paper. So it should be 80 pound. Let's see if it's actually bleed through. It is not. Oh, wow. Nope. Absolutely not bleed through. So they need to change that, because this is now the second time that I've tried these. These most definitely bleed through. That's really disappointing, because I thought of all the papers, it would live up to the Life Planner paper, which is known to really handle just about any pen marker except for permanent marker. And these aren't marketed as permanent markers. It says that they are a creative marker. Again, the colors are beautiful, but I'm not really sure how you would use this in any planner that you have. Obviously, they're not marketed as planner markers, so don't come at me in the comments, but I'm just saying, for someone who wants to use these for some sort of color coding in your planner, I would not recommend these, because you're gonna have a hot mess on your hands with bleed through on the back page. So overall, do I think that they're worth the $16.99 for a pack of 24? Sure. I don't know where you would use these though if they're gonna bleed through, honestly. I wasn't really prepared for that. I thought that they would do a little bit better on this paper. So anyway, let's move on with I think we will try the Mildliners next. Now, I do have to tell you, this was also a big topic of discussion on my Instagram, because I have a pack where all of the description of the colors is written in English. I've had packs before from like Jet Pens, all of that, and they are written in Japanese. So even the colors are written in Japanese, but they do have color names to them. I also ordered this set from Amazon as well, and this is kind of like the standard most popular set of Mildliners. They do come in other sets as well. This is also my favorite. It's funny though, because these are also called a creative marker. These are double-ended though, so I feel like where the Sharpie SNote markets itself as having a very versatile tip, where you can do fine or thick lines, I feel like you're really gonna get the true versatility out of a dual tip marker. I was also one of those people when I first purchased my Mildliners, I had no idea that they were double-ended. Oh my God, it was a shock about a year after having them. So what I did with these, because the names are on the markers in English, but they are extremely tiny. I don't even know if I'll be able to zoom in on my camera, but this is the brown, and let's see if it can pick it up. I don't think it will. It's very small. It is right there. It says brown, but I don't know who's gonna be able to read that. So what I did was I just took my label maker and put the color on the cap of each one. So I'm just gonna kind of do some swatches over here to show you guys what the colors look like in case you're not familiar with Mildliners. I use these primarily as highlighters, but oh wow, see, their brown is like truly brown. And I'll go ahead and show you the other side as well. So with the Mildliner, you do get a chisel tip on one side, and then you get a fine side on the other, which I absolutely love. So I know that I'm already sounding a little bit biased. I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and swatch these colors. All right, so there are all the colors of the Mildliners. I do feel like you will find some similar colors over in the Sharpie SNote, like this purple right here, or their violet. I'm sorry, Mildliners Colors Violet is very similar to this color in the Sharpie, just like this color. It is magenta in the Mildliner is very close to almost like a mixture of these two colors right here. I feel like the brown in the Mildliner is more brown, and this one has some orange tones in it, so I don't really like it as much. This is definitely a truer, more mild brown, hence the name Mildliners. But my favorite color of the Mildliners has to be the green, which I absolutely love using, and the gold. Like, just look at that. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's see if this bleeds through at all. These are brand new Mildliners. I didn't feel like it was fair to test older, maybe more dried out Mildliner colors against brand new Sharpie markers. So that's another reason why I purchased this set, because I was like, that's not really going to be fair. So let's see. So I do feel like there are, at the ends, there is a little bit of bleed through on one, but for the most part, it is nothing like the Sharpie marker. But that's probably because I'm super heavy handed and it's just at the end where some of the color can pool up. But the Sharpie marker, you can clearly see all, like, really, you can see it a lot more through the paper. So I don't know that I would recommend it on even Life Planner paper, but the Mildliners for sure. Just don't be as heavy handed as I am. The only issue that I have with the Mildliners are their neon colors. So this green and this pink and this, what is the name? It's just their neon orange they always feel a lot drier than the other colors. Like they almost catch on the paper, specifically this kind of paper, because there's a little bit of texture to it. But I've just never been a fan of their neon colors. I don't like them. It feels like it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. They're just so dry. So I don't know if that's something that they could work on fixing. These actually look pretty good, but again, it's because they're brand new. Also, my other two favorite colors from the Mildliners are the dark blue and the smoke blue. So these two colors right here, I just feel like they're so unique. You don't even see very similar colors over in the Sharpie SNote. Like maybe this blue, maybe, but that's definitely more of a true blue. And this is more of like a grayer blue. And I love these two so much. All right, enough about those. Next up, I wanted to try the dual tip highlighters from Erin Condren. Like I said, these two came in a seasonal surprise box. These are part of their recent launch, and I just decided to go ahead and purchase them to see how they compare to markers like the Mildliner. I feel like since these are double-ended, it's kind of hard to compare them to the Sharpie SNote, but I did do, two different strokes in each of the colors, since they do claim that, they're versatile in that way. So these ones come in 4 colors: blush, orchid, pool, Monaco, and gray. 5 colors, not 4. Sorry about that. I believe this is gray, gray, pool, Monaco, I think. Again, why don't they put the names on these markers? I threw my packaging away, so that's another issue. And orchid and blush, maybe? I don't know. Let's go ahead and try these out. This looks very like flesh colored to me. Let's see. Yeah, it's like, oh look, okay, so that's 1 stroke, there's 2, so you can make it darker. That's kind of neat. And it does come with a fine tip as well. I don't know that I'd call this blush. It's like flesh colored, skin colored, depending on the color of your skin. But this is what I want to check, because maybe you color in some of those stickers of doodles. Oh, you could make it darker. That's kind of nice, but let's see. Oh, that is not nice. Okay. Maybe we won't do that with the rest of those. Okay. So there's the orchid. I think they have a dual tip marker that comes in this color. That's not a highlighter, so that's kind of neat. This is did I say this was pool? No, this one's pool. This is Monaco. I think. I could just be making all of this up. Oh, that's nice. That's definitely like a blue-gray. And I really do like that. Almost like a slate gray. It's not quite the same as this one from Mildliner, but it's not like these grays either from the Sharpie. Interesting. Okay, let's try this pool color, which, oh, that's really similar to the Mildliner color, kind of. Through my viewfinder, this one's looking way more neon and this one is not. I kind of prefer this one. Let's see. Not too bad. And then let's try the gray. I feel like there's only so many ways you can do gray, but I have been proven wrong today. This is definitely the lightest gray that I have seen. Here is, that's the Erin Condren gray. There's the Mildliner gray and the two grays that come in the Sharpie SNote. And this one is by far the lightest. And I actually really like that. I'm shocked. Okay. And I don't remember the names of these colors that came in the seasonal surprise box. I'm wondering if they're similar to these colors. Oh, they're the same. So two of the colors were already in the seasonal surprise box, it looks like. And I'm not sure, I'm guessing this is the gray. Yep. That's the gray. So really they only have 5 colors, not 7. That's fine. Okay, so there are those colors. Obviously there's only like bleed through on the one that I did like 4 or 5 passes on, but I do think that that's kind of cool if you're gonna go ahead and color in stickers to maybe match your skin tone. That part I do think is pretty neat because you can go from really light to much darker. So there's a plus there. Other than that, the other colors are very pastel, which is nice. So next I want to do a little test with highlighting over some of the pens that I use the most. So I'm gonna write with each of these 3 times and then test out the colors. Okay, now you guys know what my super messy handwriting looks like, and apparently I couldn't write the word Inkjoy. All right, so I think, how should we make this fair? Should I just use the gray in each one since they each have gray? I think that that's what we can do. Let me try to get these markers out of my way. So I'm gonna use the light gray in each set to see how they work. So let's see how this works on the Micron 03. Perfect. Let me zoom you guys in as well so that you can kind of see what's going on here. So the Sharpie didn't have any smudging. The EC dual tip marker, no smudging, very nice. The Tool Medium, also no smudging, that is very nice. Sharpie S Gel in 07, perfect, and no smudging with the Inkjoy either. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Let's grab the gray from the Mildliner color. Let's see, we have the Micron 03, EC Dual Tip, Tool Medium, Sharpie S Gel, and the Inkjoy Gel. No smearing with any of those either. This is turning out pretty good. All right, let's grab the gray from the EC ones, and let's see. That's the Micron 03, the Dual Tip, the Tool Medium, the Sharpie S Gel, and the Inkjoy Gel. They all worked miraculously. I'm actually very shocked about that. I still want to go back and see if this dang Sharpie marker still bled through. Not so bad that time. Probably because I was a little bit lighter handed with each of the markers, so not bad at all. And I forgot to mention that the Erin Condren pack is, you only get 5 for $15.50. I think that that's really expensive. That's like really expensive. I think they need to drop that down to like $9.99 something. There's only 5 markers. That is a lot. I think I think the Mildliners, the pack that I got on Amazon when I ordered was $16.99 for a pack of 15. I actually think that's a pretty good price. But I think that the Sharpie, as far as price goes, you get 24 markers, and those were, I'm having to go back to my Amazon cart and find that, but those were 24 and the price was, I think, $16.99. Is that what I said? Those were $16.99. So you get more markers for your money with the Sharpie. However, you're going to need to be very, very careful with those because they might bleed through if you're heavy-handed like I am. But again, without a doubt, still my favorites are the Mildliners. I think everyone should try those. I think that the color variety that comes in the Sharpie is very, very nice. As you can see, there's a lot of colors and they're very, very bright and vibrant, so I will give them that. The colors in the Erin Condren highlighters I think are super, super pastel. If you're not into all these bright colors, then they might be for you. I will go ahead and make sure to leave links to all the items that I shared with you today. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask down below in the comments. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I sure had a lot of fun swatching these colors for you. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you'll stick around and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video.